Hey, it's Brad here. It's 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Monday, September 28th, 2020. So, some of you know that have been watching me on the social channels. I've been documenting my food addiction problems and weight loss, things like that. I decided a while ago to be public about it. And that goes for, everything in my life, most of it anyway. So there's good, there's bad, there's ugly, So you tell the truth, all of it. So on somewhere on late September 20th, which is Sunday night last week. I don't know the details about it because I don't want to know the details, but it was either late September, the evening of Sunday night last week, or the morning whenever my nephew Dustin Zoli, my sister's boy, was killed in a head-on collision in Prince George where he lived. And I don't know if I mentioned he was 32. He just turned 32. So I haven't really talked to my sister yet about it. And my mother, my dad about it. I don't know how you can talk to someone, a parent. I've never had kids, so I've talked to parents about losing a child at 32. It's horrific. I don't know what to say. So my nephew Dustin was born. So I'm going to go back to when he was born. He was born September 6th, 1988, and was on a fall, like a warm, sunny September day in Peel Hospital in Toronto. That's where my sister was working at the time, Cheryl. And my sister's first child. And my sister's the same age as my mother when she had Cheryl. So Cheryl's 24, and I remember going to see Dustin, and Cheryl was like the happiest mother ever, for sure. And 3 years later, she had Caitlin. She had 2 kids. And of course, for my sister, Dustin and Caitlin are her life. Just like Cheryl and me to my parents, our parents, were everything to them, and still are. So, I've been going through it on my own, not really talking to anybody about it. I wasn't necessarily that close to Dustin, but I most certainly knew when he was growing up as a kid. He was the kind of person that you'd want to be friends with. Like, if you had a friend, you'd want Dustin to be your friend. That's who he was. And we were similar in our personalities. Both loners. Both highly we just kind of say what we're going to say and we're going to do it. Doesn't matter what people think. So I think I thought to myself, what is it, what is this horrific thing of a parent losing a child? So, and so I decided to write a poem about it. But the poem's really, is really dedicated to Cheryl, my sister. But it can be for anybody. So I'm gonna read it out to you. It's pretty short, but this is actually for my sister, because I don't know what else to say to my sister. What do you say to somebody that loses a child? I don't know. So here it is. So I said a poem for parents who lost a child for my sister Cheryl Marshall. A horrific void, like removal of joy. A part gone missing and missing and missing. A longing for connection. Years gone missing. Sometimes we need to listen. Memories run deep. Memories run deep. That run the soul deep. Feeling left be undone. Setting sun. So, if you know somebody else that's lost a child, I'm gonna post it on Facebook and all my social media. I'm just doing the video right now. I know, Dustin, that if you're listening, I know you're not here anymore, but I'm sure that I know that Grandma and Grandpa Marshall, you're everything to them. Your grandparents, Caldwell, Grandma and Grandpa Caldwell, obviously your sister Caitlin, your best buds. Your Aunt Angela and Tamara, your stepfather Terry, your niece Charlie, your nephew Mikey. Well, I'm sure all your friends. I don't know your friends because I wasn't involved with that. I saw Tyler Fleck got a hold of me through Facebook. Anyway, those are the people that I know that really love you, including me. I think that, there's this thing that happens between your birth and your death, and you got this shit to do in between that time. And if you're watching this, maybe you should get the shit done between your birth and your death. Like, I don't know, how much shit can you buy in a lifetime to fill a void? Like, you can't buy enough drugs. You can't buy enough alcohol. You can't buy enough things to fill a void in your life. So if you got this beginning and you got this end, like, just do shit and get it done. Anyway, so sure the poem's for you, from your brother, because I don't know what else to do. I put out a CD in '96, and it was poems and my music, and had guests on it. And one of the things I did was I taped Dustin, and I'll tell you the story back. It's like I'm talking to Dustin, but he's obviously not here. Dustin, we were at the cottage, the family cottage. It was a beautiful Sunday August afternoon in '96. Grandma and Grandpa were there. Your sister was trying to interrupt us while we were recording. Mom and Dad were there. Your mom and dad. It was a great day. And as I recorded you just talking, I have to talk. And this, I'll leave the recording with you with some of his pictures in this post. Dustin would have been 7 years old, and it's Dustin untethered. It's just him throwing ideas out for 7 minutes. I just thank God my friend Wayne Bond, who takes care of my archives, my audio video archives I've been doing since the 80s. He keeps track of them for me, and he found it. I don't know how he found it. It's 25 years ago. How he found the DAT tape for it, because the CD, I don't have it anymore, and he just happened to find it in the bunch of stuff I gave to him. So again, this is Dustin on a Sunday, sometime in August of '96. He's 7 years old, and he's just doing his thing, as kids do, with no boundaries. Okay, so I'm going to edit that together now and end this off, end this talk. So as part of my own journey of dealing with my own addiction problems, and just telling the truth, documenting, telling the truth about my life. Do I want to talk about Dustin, my nephew, and my sister publicly? No, not really. Do I think it's important to say it anyway? Yeah. Maybe it'll help other people. I don't know. If somebody's watching this and reads a poem, maybe it'll do something for somebody else. But mostly for the family, my immediate family. So again, you're watching this. You got this shit happening between your birth and your death. I don't know what you're doing, but whatever is the shit you want to do, it's probably a good idea that you do it. There isn't any safe way out.
I'm gonna start over again because I did that yelling, and now I'm gonna start a ghost story. It's called The Ghost in the Tower.
All right, rock it up.
I'm not gonna rock it up.
Get going.
Once upon a time, there was a ghost in a tower with a camera that shows you how your life is gonna end. And then that ghost came out and dropped the camera, and it blew up. The original camera. You put it in a camera store, and somebody bought it who is named John Cochran. And he went to the desk and went, "Oh my God, hold the guilt." And then he bought it, went home, and took a picture of his family, except him. I looked at the picture, and he saw his mom on the stove, and his son falling down a mountain, and the sister burnt. And then a ghost came along and killed him, and got the camera and took a picture of a tree, and nothing happened. So he took a picture of a plastic bottle. Nothing happened. He took a picture of a man named Freddie. This Freddie was in grade 4. And he
Was a rocker.
He was a rocker. Don't say that. And then 2 little boys came in and yelled, ah.
That's better.
And then
Continue.
the guy went, ah, and blew his head off. And his eyeballs popped out. And that's when the guy saw his picture
Interesting.
with a vampire on his face. Bleh. He's dead. And then these 3 little kids play a game called Batman. They have to beat Penguin to bring everybody back. It was like Jumanji, but they never finished the game.
Is that it?
No.
Okay.
And 2 little other boys saw this thing that looked like a micro machine player, and then they put this micro on the micro machine player and went, woohoo! And then it happened. The thing blew up, their house started on fire, and their parents were dead. They took a picture first. That's what they saw. And that's what happened after a few seconds.
Is that it?
No.
Okay.
They brought the radiator, and they brought a little tent, a little tea kettle, and brought some glasses and some marbles. And they brought some marbles and some of their pills, and then they did bring the fridge, but it was halfway burnt. And they even bring the microwave, and it said 888 888 8888. And then
Number 9.
and then it turned 9. And then it went jingles all the way. And then Jingle Bells, Christmas bells came along and blew up their heads. And then this girl came along and, ah! Blood everywhere. Then she stepped on it and stepped on it and stepped on it. And she played and she played and she got all bloody in a bloody mess that she died. This little chicken came along and said, bop, bop. Then the little chicken picked up the, what are they called? The eyeballs.
The what?
Eyeballs.
Alright, continue.
Yeah. And then she went to the royal record place and said, hello, I have 2 little eyeballs and I'm a chicken. I can talk. Come back. And then this big, huge rooster came along and pecked at his head. And then he turned red eyeballed. And then he...
Is we near the end of the story? Can you wrap it up a bit?
And he
Wrap her up.
died.
Uh-huh.
And the manager came in and swept it up.
Is that it?
No.
Okay.
And then there's more of the story, the end.
Let's wrap it up.
What?
Put a good ending.
And then they lived happy ever after, but except one.
Who's that?
He blew up.
Oh.
See ya. Bye-bye.